There's the squirrel. There we go. Has your house been raided? I must confess, if I was a little rodent, slightly smaller than a dwarf mongoose, which lived in a group, top left, there we go, I don't think that I'd be very comfortable sleeping in a termite mound with a horde of carnivores, because, well, one of them gets peckish during the night, or if enough of them get peckish during the night, it's bye-bye squirrel. So, this Smith's bush squirrel is now sitting on his balcony thinking, this used to be quite a nice home. Now he's talking to his wife. Here comes a mongoose down below. Let's see if there's an interaction here. So the mongoose, I would say, is about a third bigger and heavier than the squirrel. Oh, here we go. Come on then. Oh wow, look at this. This is very special. What's going to happen here? Mongoose, can you see the squirrel? It's just above your head. Oh, see? The squirrel's alarm calling.
So we found them at a waterhole. It looks like they are quenching their thirst, but it appears they're not stopping. I think they have other plans. So it's a quick drink of water now, and then they'll move off possibly to another waterhole. Have a look at that little baby. Oh, he's playing with the water. Huh? He's playing with that trunk. He doesn't know how to use it properly yet. It's so cute. But he's getting the hang of it. Surely, but slowly, he's getting the hang of it. And that's mom in front there. And they'll drink up to, sometimes, I mean, he'll probably drink about 120 liters of water in a day, and that'll be good for him. Whereas the females, they'll probably drink about 80, 90 liters of water. They always do this. They'll have a drink of water, and then, as if they like let it settle into their stomach, they stand there next to the water hole for quite some time, and then they move off. It's possible that they're also standing there communicating with each other as to what's the plans. Are we going to the next bar, or are we going home, or what's the story? I think they're going to the next bar. This one is dry.
This little youngster here, I'm still trying to figure out the age. He's probably about a year now, actually. He's got himself. Oh, here he comes. Who said I'm a year? I'm a year and 2 months, didn't you know? Come on, cheeky boy. Come on, cheeky. Oh, you must be more than a year if you're able to use your trunk like that, eh? Tim Tim, they do. Does your mum know that you're playing with us like that? She's going to in a moment, and then you're going to run back. Tim Tim, so one of my favorite things in the world is a young elephant that gets cheeky like this. My favorite thing. Terence, baby elephant attitude is the only attitude that you... The only attitude that you tolerate. What's the matter, naughty boy? Oh, no, we're supposed to be scared of you, aren't we? Supposed to run away. Yeah. Well, our male lion is quite alert. He's got a nasty little injury on his hip there, which has been seeping. The moisture to the top right is actually where it's been leaking, the wound. But he'll heal. He'll heal quite nicely from that. Typical area where lions get bitten when they fight each other, especially when there's more than one. It's on the hindquarters, around the ankles, the back of the legs. Picky, I'm sure they've been in a few scraps, and you can just see how disheveled they look. Their faces are not clean, their ears are tattered. Compare these guys to the male lion of Amakhala, very different appearance. That is the way of male lions. It's a life of violence. The strongest dominate, the strongest hold territory, and the strongest pass on their genes, which perpetuates a lineage of strength. Many cultures have used and do still use the icon of the lion to symbolize strength.
Well, welcome back to the tent. Let's have a quick look at the microscope where the amazing devouring of this fruit chaffer continues. Nadine says this is a bit creepy. Yeah, no, I think it's pretty creepy to watch something being taken out like this. But I mean, it's certainly, I think, less disturbing than watching a buffalo dismembered by the black dam males, for example. I think this is actually one of the best things we've put under the microscope. It all looks so random, doesn't it? Yeah, and I think they don't seem to be making an attempt to remove it anywhere. You know, take it back to the nest. I think they're eating it in situ.
Now, we heard an Impala alarm calling when we were with those lions, and I thought we've got to go investigate. Yes, it's the ghost. The ghost. Now, I could tell it was him just by the way that he's slinking. He's got such a characteristic body language, and his face when you see him, unmistakable. Now, he's not a very relaxed cat, but he has been in a mating relationship a couple times lately. We're going to do our best to see if we can stay with him. Erin, I don't know what happened with that mating story. But there was no, it was one evening and then it was over. Maybe it was going on longer than we think, and we only picked up on those tracks. But we had a female leopard coming in. I don't know where exactly they got together. Okay, he's still over here. And then we didn't find the tracks of them again. I had tracks of a male and tracks of a female, both individually. So it's really hard to say. I never physically saw them mating. Tracks would indicate that they did, but there were reports that they were mating on the dam cam. James also saw some tracks where he was pretty certain that they were mating, but nice game path here. But I can't say for certain what happened at all.